Peace cannot survive without war. Peace cannot survive without war.
We've had some capitalists get up that have cost members of the audience.
Since 1945, there's been a continuous state of war in the world. The concept of peace. The greatest example of double-think in the world today is that of the nuclear arms build-up. Now, that's an obvious...
My one regret is that I'm not an American, and I've only one vote to give.
But it must be said again and again. When we're sick of nuclear weapons, we'll start talking about whales, or we'll start talking about the Brazilian rainforest.
Whale for me. All these namby-pamby liberal ideals. We had some liberals coming here the other night. The problem with them is that they are
freedom. Freedom is slavery. Mr. Reagan says freedom and peace for the free world. We'll stick up for peace in the free world. Mr.
State being constantly printed is a state of bliss. Ignorance is bliss, and ignorance is strength.
Freedom, freedom, peace. I love you. Up yours, just a little.
And one global state in which money will be eradicated and the goods of the world will be distributed equally. And all we ask in return...
Butter can we sell to the common market? That's what's going to keep all the Kiwis in the audience. You're all queuing up for art tonight. It's just like another government department. So queue there and be silent and keep happy. We'll sing you a little song as
through the tactical and strategic placement of TV screens in public houses, in hotels, hostelries of all kinds.
Come forward.
Stand on the white line.
A bit of patriotism there.
Name? Age?
Hands by sides, please.
Occupation? You're required to answer. Income?
Hands out of pockets, please.
Sexual preference? Guard? Follow the guard.
Stand there, please.
Ministry of Truth to welcome you here this evening. If you'll come with me, I'll take you on a guided tour of the various activities of the ministry. The ministry is concerned with providing entertainment for the three levels in our society, the upper, the middle and the lower classes. Each of these classes has desires, appetites and intellectual abilities different from the other, and so it's very necessary that we provide suitable entertainment for each group. Here we have the rehearsal of a satirical sketch operating on the sexual mores of Christchurch in the mid-20th century.
Exactly.
The two operators are skilled actors and will use different styles of acting before they finally settle on what they find an appropriate mode or level of acting for this particular scene. As may be evident, the scene is basically satirical, and satire is provided only for the members of the inner party whose intellectual ability can cope with the potential dangers of satire. Of course, we don't allow anything of a satirical nature to reach the proles, the working class of our society, in case it causes them to dangerously question their role within society. If you should come this way, please.
There's something I want to get straight.
Here we have a rehearsal of a dance routine. It is intended to represent the mechanized and anonymous nature of modern society. Certain free-thinking people have declared that individuality and individualism is in fact a good thing. I would strongly argue against this contention. After all, we are all well-oiled cogs in a well-oiled machine, and any individuality, free thinking, can lead to thought crime, potentially even to counter-revolutionary activities. And this, of course, is to be strongly discouraged if we are to maintain the status quo of the society under the benevolent guidance of Big Brother. Very shortly, these same operatives will be rehearsing a scene from a soap opera for television. This soap opera, set in a brothel in southern Christchurch, is the kind of entertainment which we provide for our working class citizens, known familiarly as the Proles in 1984. If you come past this partition, we will have some of the more overtly political activities of our ministry. For example, the operative here working on the speak-right machine is Mr. Winston Smith, one of our most skilled operatives in the rewriting of newspaper stories and leader articles. Since history, if it exists at all, exists in the written record and in the memories of the people, it is the intention of the party always to control the written record and to control the memories of the people, so that, in a sense, the party controls the past, the present, and the future. The major intention is that if any dispute should arise between a member of the party or the party itself and a trades union, then the party will always be shown to have been infallibly right, according to the record. If you would come this way, please. However, we do not live by intellectual bread alone, as it were, and here operative 5019 Syme is using a word processor to rewrite the works of the pre-revolutionary poet William Shakespeare. Currently he's working on sonnet 18, "Shall I compare thee to a summer's day as it once was?" Now, however, the OTO's rhetorical question in the first line has been removed. The intention is, of course, to remove any poetical ambiguity or resonances from the poem, which may encourage interpretative thought and individualized questioning on the part of the reader of the poem. Any individuality will lead to questioning, questioning will lead to thought crime can lead to counter-revolutionary activities which may disturb the desirable status quo under the guidance of Big Brother.
Let's have feelings.
Why not? Why shouldn't I have feelings like you?
Well,
Oh, don't apologize. I'm used to it. How could I blame you for thinking that? When I have, say, up to 50 men a day through this place.
you mean through here?
Don't. Please. I can't go on being used.
Looking into the camera.
You just don't know what it's like. I loathe it. I hate it. I was abandoned by my mother and left. But what else could I have done? Some of the men, you wouldn't believe what they do. But you're different. At least you treat me as if you care. You do care, don't you? I know you care. I can tell. I mean, why do you ask for me?
Very shortly, operative 50
One of the other girls.
will give a demonstration.
Well, I must say you're different. You make me feel worthwhile.
Rewriting or writing poetry in Newzpeak.
At least I can talk to you. I can't talk to anyone else.
But what about your wife?
If I give you a brief example, one of the better known
She doesn't understand me.
Shakespearean sonnet which begins,
She doesn't even know me.
the need for a rhetorical question at the beginning.
But what about your job? Doesn't that mean anything to you?
I'm 32 and I'm top of my department. I can't go any further.
But what about your children?
Accordingly, the rhetorical question has been removed.
We don't have any children. She's barren.
Are you sure it's her?
Of course it is. my sperm count's fine. It's her. She doesn't even ovulate. And besides, she doesn't like sex.
Don't worry. I've always wanted to have children. I'd love to have your baby.
Then looking into his eyes. And then looking into the camera. Say, let's make a baby. Into the camera. Sarah.
Let's make a baby.
But you, is you. Unbig mutton, who make you? Do you know who make you? Gave you being wise and say, belly full you, by the unbig river and in the paddock. Gave you double plus good party uniforms, plus soft uniforms. Gave you Newzpeak, duck speak, make full the paddocks, belly full. Unbig mutton, who make you? Do you know who make you? Unbig mutton, I good speak you. Unbig mutton, I good speak you. He is called Big Brother because he is double plus good. He is good speak and he is good act. He make the party. I, a party member, and you, a mutton, are belly full wise by Big Brother. Unbig mutton, Big Brother, good think you. Unbig mutton, Big Brother, good think you.
Perhaps you would like to meet one of the Proles, one of our lower class citizens. You have to descend this flight of stairs to do so. Here we have two representatives of the Proles class. You will immediately realize that they are granted a certain freedom in terms of dress. The bright colors which they sport give them an illusion, a derisory illusion of freedom.
How are you, eh?
As you'll see, they are currently involved in drinking alcohol and in reading such things as Mills and Boon's classics and Turf Digest. In fact, it is the role of the party to keep the aim of the party and of the Ministry of Truth to keep these Proles people happy in their place. They provide the broad economic basis for our society, keeping wheels of industry turning. You may find their chatter entertaining, but I would urge you not to take their effusions too seriously.
O'Brien seemed quite calm. He turned his head, looked at me. There's something about him. The way he resettles his glasses on his nose or something. He makes me feel less alone. Less like a minority of one. I wonder how the peacekeeping force is doing in Lebanon. I wonder how many members of the local population they've killed recently. Big Brother is watching me. I understand how, but I don't understand why.
Artificial lake, which will change the face of Libya from the agricultural viewpoint within a few years.
20 get 30 group, take your places, please. 20 get 30. War is peace. Ignorance is strength. Freedom is slavery.
Mainly exciting because my brothers recommend.
Smith, did you manage to get any razor blades the other day?
No, I couldn't find any anywhere. They don't seem to exist anymore.
I expect it's only a matter of looking harder. After all, Big Brother has just announced that razor blade production will be increased for the current commercial year.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I've been using the same one for weeks.
You did get my stuff to the view on
Yes.
Did you get to see yesterday's hanging up the prisoners?
Your
No, I have
daughter
to
in
work.
the Six League operative. I think she's.
No doubt I'll see it on the flicks.
A very inadequate substitute. Nothing like a good hanging to revitalise you after a hard day's work at the Ministry of Truth.
This Saturday at Queen Elizabeth II Park, a special celebration hanging will be staged to commemorate the untimely demise of our most loved and revered inner party member, Sir Keith Jacker Holyer. Victims of the hanging will include the group of thought criminals known collectively as the Free Theatre. The Master of Ceremonies, Sir Hamish Hay, will personally release the trapdoor under the victim's cowardly, ungood, and yellow feet. This execution, kindly brought to you through the sponsorship of Lions Club and JC's of Christchurch, promises to be neck-breaking good fun for all the family.
Well put, Syme.
Don't miss out on the action-filled thrills and spills. So where will you be on Saturday, citizens? At the park.
At the park.
We'll be there, won't we? I like it when they don't tie their feet together. I like to see them kicking and squirming a bit. And above all, at the end, their tongue hanging out. Blue. White blue. That's the detail that appeals to me, Winston.
Well, they have
Of course, there are also the physiological reactions. Spontaneous defecation and ejaculation. Quite messy but interesting. Not one to miss out on the particulars myself.
Stinking Prole quarters. But that earned them an A+, yes.
Oh, no,
Double
big peanut.
Oh, they're so dead. Peanut mustard.
Yes.
How's the Newzpeak dictionary going?
Slowly. It's fascinating. I'm onto the verbs and adjectives at the moment. You think, undoubted Winston, that most of my work is concerned with the creation of new words. Untrue. I'm concerned with the destruction of words. It's a beautiful thing, the destruction of words, Winston. Of course, the great wastage comes with the verbs and adjectives, but there's still double plus nouns that can be got rid of as well.
You know I'm organising for our block.
Yes, I do.
Put on a tremendous show this year.
Shall I give you an example?
Tremendous show.
Good. Now, why have the words like bad? Remember, the opposite of a word is contained within that word itself. So, Instead of good, we have
You've paid 5203, have you?
ungood. Much more exact, precise. The whole object of Newzpeak Winston is to diminish the range of consciousness so that thought crime will become
Can't trust the old memory
impossible.
nowadays.
Of course, there's no excuse for it at the moment. It's just a matter of reality control.
Well, Victory Mansion, just putting on a tremendous show. That's my, just my little notebook that I keep. I'm organising.
I've been reading some of your articles in the press, Winston. They're okay, but you're still thinking in old speak and translating into Newzpeak. You must remember that Newzpeak is the revolution, and the revolution is Newzpeak.
No, we have to be going pretty well to beat my group because we're getting some very big banners made, I can tell you.
If there's a competition you want, Julia, well, you shall get it.
Okay, we're on.
But, it's a great privilege and honour for me to be.
Of course. You must know that by the year 2050 there won't be a single person that can understand the conversation we're having now.
Preparations for Hate Week have reached an unprecedented level of involvement for all citizens. Spontaneous demonstrations of hatred have erupted in many precincts around the city today, and a particularly plus-good demonstration of devotion to Big Brother. A vast baton-wielding mob stormed the McDougal Art Gallery and smashed priceless artworks. Escorted police cadets, resplendent in their black uniforms, marched with military bands up and down Northern Avenue. Remember, citizens, Hate Week is your chance to vent your justified anger and hatred against the enemy that surrounds us. Long live Big Brother.
BB! Long live BB! More Proles,
I actually saw that procession the other day.
Did you?
Good, that's fine. Oh, gin, please, Prole.
Parsons.
Yep. Mustn't forget it's very important. Excuse me, love, do you mind if I just pop in there? Thank you very much. Morning, Syme.
Good morning, Parson.
Good morning, Smith.
Good morning, Parson.
How's everything going down your end of the table today? How's the Newzpeak dictionary going, Syme?
Slowly, it's fascinating. I'm onto the verbs and adjectives at the moment.
Well, you see you're working in your lunch hour at the time. A bit too keen, eh?
You can never be too keen, Parsons.
Absolutely, Syme. Of course, probably all a bit too brainy for me, eh, Syme?
I expect so, yes.
By the way, Smith, have you paid me that sub you owe me for Hayward?
No, I forgot.
Well, make sure you pay
This
me
is a special announcement for our future party members. KTEL has just released a new Listen to Your Parents Thought Crime keyhole bugging device. You can place them in the toilet, in the bedroom, in the kitchen, in fact, anywhere you want. Children, tell your parents to get you one of these super fun spy devices now.
That's jolly good, Syme.
Yes, it's called Duckspeak. I've been working on it recently. The whole aim of Duckspeak is to make every word that you say completely incomprehensible. There's a special glossary in the new Newzpeak edition of the dictionary, Parsons. I recommend you have a look at it. They're available at every good bookstore.
Sounds like a jolly good idea to me, Syme. No doubt you chaps up in the department know what you're doing.
Of course we do. It's all under Big Brother's guidance, of course.
Yes. Functions make the day, that's what I always say.
Hours of tendency unbearable.
Absolutely. Anyway, my kids snapped up those new KTEL listening devices just as soon as they came on the market.
Well, I was given 2 free ones for my nephews, you know.
Yes.
They love them.
Well, mine were outside the shop at 9 o'clock in the morning, ready to snap them up. They're so keen, you know.
A lot of you there was too.
Yes. That reminds me, Smith. I believe my kids let fly at you with the catapult yesterday.
Oh no, he's got a son and a daughter.
Just a flesh wound.
Little buggers, eh? Well, I kept them off good and proper for that.
living picture of the
I think he was a little upset at not being able to see the hanging last
Yes, nothing like a good hanging to revitalise you after a hard day's work at the Ministry of Truth.
Of course, we'll all be there at this Saturday's hanging, won't we?
I never miss out hanging.
You'll be there, won't you, Smith?
Oh, yes, of course.
And you'll be there right on time, won't you, Syme?
I'm going to take my nephews to this one, right up front.
Absolutely. Of course, it's a wonderful thing, these hangings. I think the fact that we haven't had them for the last 3 weeks has brought the population down a bit, you know. But this hate week is really bringing them up again, I think. Especially where I am, as organiser, I see these things, you know.
I know that all my friends are
all of Big Brother's spirit.
Dear brothers and sisters,
Sister of yours.
I'm so glad to be able to speak to you again. Our brotherhood is making great strides to promote this dictatorship of Big Brother. We stand for love.
Big Brother stands for love.
War and peace!
War and
peace!
Heywood.
Are you listening good to these lies?
Big Brother stands.
Big Brother stands for the party!
The party!
The party!
Competition.
I'm good.
Lies!
Listen to those lies.
I'm good!
As we do now.
Traitor!
Traitor! Go!